Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to this week's angel reading. I'm Rachel Scoltock, and today is the 18th of June 2018. And I'm going to pull you some cards from the Angel Prayers deck by Kyle Gray. I've also got the Ascended Masters deck out, which is an old deck of mine that has just become really worn out, but I love it. So we're going to pull some cards from that for you. So let's have a look at what the angels have to say about the week ahead. Again, there seems to have been some really strong energies coming through, and they're really encouraging us to do some releasing, letting go of blocks. And I'm not just talking about small things. It almost seems like, get rid of that situation that keeps pulling you down. If you feel like your job isn't right for you, now start to take the action, because as soon as you just move a step, it's like opening a window, a crack. All of the light can flood in. So it's really important that you listen to yourself and what it is that you really need, and not to the fears that are going on inside of you at the moment. So the angels have been doing a lot of work with us recently, helping us to learn how to manifest what it is that we want in a way that isn't trying to control the universe, because they know that when we let go, when we release that vision to God and our angels, that then better things can happen. It can happen more quickly. It can happen in a more perfect way. Whereas if you try to control every step and you don't actually fully release it to your angels, then your manifestation either is delayed or it gets a little bit warped because your ego is involved. So it's important to understand that if you're really stressing and you're impatient about something, then that impatience is a sign from your soul, from your inner self, that you need to release the problem. You need to let it go a bit. You need to step back from it and allow divine intelligence to take the lead. So angels, what do we have for the week ahead? So I'm being told to pull 2 cards out from the Ascended Masters deck and 2 cards from the Kyle Gray Angel Prayers deck. So let's see. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So the first card out really made me smile, because I've been feeling this energy very strongly over the last 24 hours. And this is the Mother Mary energy, which is all about nurture yourself. She's letting you know that as a light worker, as a person that gives to others, that you really need to understand the importance of nurturing yourself, because it's literally filling up the reserves so that you've got more to give. And that self-nurturing needs to be consistent and regular. And so this is really a call from the Divine Mother, letting you know that you need that nurturing and mother energy that you so freely give to other people. The Divine Mother energy comes through you much more strongly when you nurture yourself. And it is the Divine Mother energy which is healing the planet. So if you think about it, in certain places around the world, there are, atrocities being performed. And atrocities can't happen if the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, the nurturer is involved, because she's all about opening your heart, giving, loving, knowing that we are one with everybody. It doesn't matter what their skin color or their culture or their religion or what they look like or what they think like at all. We are all one. We're all the same. And how we treat others is how we also need to, with love, we also need to treat ourselves. So it's a cycle. And so the more that you can allow yourself to be healed, and the traumas and the losses and the fears in your own life can be healed, then your heart is more full and more complete and whole. So this is such a beautiful card from the Ascended Masters deck. Now the second card, it comes from the Ascended Masters, is Saint Germain. And this is Saint Germain is famous for the violet flame of transmutation, where we release all that is painful, all that has held us back, all that is destructive inside of us, into the violet flame, which is of course the God light. It's the source light. It's the heavenly light that burns off all that is not love and actually transmutes it, transforms it into love. So there is a heaviness at this moment, and it might be the weight of the world that you're feeling on your heart and on your shoulders and in your head, and also the weight of, other people that you come into contact with and your own wounds that you've been carrying, just like Mother Mary brought that up, is that you really need to transmute those energies, because they're only going to hurt you ultimately if you don't transmute them. They become harsh energy that starts to drive your life in a way that is painful and in a direction that is painful, and it sort of sabotages the good things that you want to create or the good intentions that you have. So it becomes a burning fire that harms your life. So it's important for you to transmute those energies, give them to the angels, put them in the violet flame, and become one with the I Am presence. This card shows Saint Germain holding the sacred geometric cube and the Merkaba, and the message is work your magic. So it's also a message about the source energy that is activated and strong within and around us, whereas we can manifest what it is that we want. So what is it that you are trying to manifest? What do you need to transmute first? And do you need to bring more nurturing into your life so you've actually got the energy to do it? If you're always giving to others, then you haven't got the energy left inside of you to manifest. I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about there's been an interview in Australia with this chap who's a healer, and I haven't seen this interview, but apparently he's this amazing energy healer, does instant healings with people. And, when you're a pure channel of love and healing divine energy, then of course healing can be instant. Of course it can be instant. So energy therapy has the power to transmute those heavy energies and reveal the truth that is whole, healed, complete, and what we call a miracle, but that's what we already are inside. So that's the purpose. But they were saying about how this healer person can only do so many people, and then they get really sick themselves because they're using their body in a way, as all healers do, as channels, that you cannot help it, but some energy does come into you and that you're helping to release and transmute. And so it's really important that as a healer, any of us, make sure that we're resting and bringing new energy in if we're constantly using our energy out there in the world. And at this moment in time, even while we're sleeping, sometimes we're using our energy to help heal the world. This is part of the reason that many of us conscious ones are here right now, because we're holding light without even realizing it. So I wasn't surprised when I saw this card come up, which, I don't know if you can see that, the message is balance. So it's very much the same message as we heard from Mother Mary, is, you need to bring your life into balance. You need to have equality in giving and receiving. And believe it or not, when you give all the time, you actually drain not only your energies and your own resources, but you start blocking your ability to receive. So if you've been asking for love, money, whatever, and it's not coming, are you balanced? Are you giving too much and then getting resentful and upset because you're not getting anything in return? And it's because the universe, it's just like the tide goes in, the tide goes out. The universe is always trying to bring things into balance. And if you're not in balance, you're actually going against your true alignment, and that blocks you from receiving what it is that you want. So you've got to be receptive as well as being able to give. 2 more cards left. One is the one that we got last week. Now, what's the chances of that in a 44 card deck? To get this exactly the same card, take time to breathe. Again, the message is around balance, self-nurturing, letting the energy in. The angels are saying to you, let us in. Let us help you. Let us heal you. Pray to us and ask for our help, and we will be able to help you. So understand when you're praying to angels, requesting, the kind of prayer where you're asking for something. You're not worshipping, it's asking. And this is saying take time to breathe. And, breath is a very powerful way to allow your angels access to your energy. So many people, and I have to do this with people when they come to me for healing, or even if we're doing it on Zoom or Skype, is that people will hold their breath. And I have to say, breathe, because the angels at that moment want to come in and take that energy out. And they can't because you're holding your breath, because it's a way that we stop, we put the brakes on. And the final message today, which is very clear, it's the message that you're supposed to get from this reading, is love and accept yourself. Love and accept yourself. You cannot receive love from others fully into your heart if you don't love yourself. You cannot find acceptance from a lover, from an audience, from your family, if you do not accept yourself. And isn't it funny how so many people say, well, I don't accept myself because my family didn't love me, or they didn't accept me, or they don't accept me for being the way I am because I'm different. But the more we hold on to that lack of acceptance, we actually are unconsciously holding it against ourselves, and we hold it against ourselves with unforgiveness, self-resentment, harsh self-loathing, and that comes out as resentment towards others. So we're constantly keeping ourselves in a cycle of not accepting ourselves, and all of that just stops. Everything becomes so much easier when you say, I love and accept myself exactly as I am at this moment, even if I'm a couple of pounds overweight, even if I don't like how my hair is today, even if I'm annoyed because if I made a mistake, even if I snapped at someone and I wished I'd been nicer. Love and accept yourself as you are. You can still make up for the mistakes you've made. You can still say sorry to yourself and to others, but that doesn't mean that you are unacceptable. It's time to receive the love that is there waiting for you. So from my heart to yours, angel blessings. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. My name's Rachel Scoltock, angel medium, energy therapist. If you'd like to find out more about me or get a personal reading, just hop over to my website, rachelscoltock.com, or just send me a personal message. I'd love to hear from you. And let me know what you thought of today's reading in the comments below. Thank you so much. Mwah.